The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 8. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad. You move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, it's Geis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, our score 9-6. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6-man. Check girls, check 99, check 99. Hustle.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
That's another Washington Redskins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike is the 59. In your face.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it complete to Latimer. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington Redskins first down.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Get up!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
From the 24, Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Now Trubisky on first down. It's complete to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They run. This is Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And this is Latimer, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Rush in. Shed. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 7.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That good for 22 and a first down.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's good for the Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down.
Shift. Check.
Hot. Kill. Delta. Shoot up.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Trubisky will throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Come on, set. 69. Check, 59. Yeah, that's what I do. Six guys. Five on.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
SOS.
Here's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Brings up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Right there, 56. Hey, I'm coming.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly. But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Geis. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo. Tight as Ringo. Three down. Fresno.
2nd down, Haskins. Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Check 31. Short.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
You better be afraid of me.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56. Mike, 56.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And able to find Graham. Complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Right 80. Mark 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
He wasn't ready.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
25. Check. Motion.
They'll try and run it up the middle, and he will not get there. He comes up short, and they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shit.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. This is Geis, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you.
Back to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Let's go, baby. We turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to